For a huge chunk of the world, it's just a normal part of the bathroom. But for so many others, it's still kind of a mystery, this weird, unexplained fountain. Well, today we are pulling back the curtain on this surprisingly simple and honestly brilliant device to demystify how a bidet actually works. So, what is this thing, really? Is it some super complex piece of plumbing? A high-tech sprinkler system for your bathroom? We're going to break it all down, piece by piece, and get right to the core of how this technology really functions. And I think by the end of this, you'll see it's way less mysterious and a whole lot more practical than you might think. All right, first things first, what even is a bidet? Let's deconstruct its core principle and really see what makes this thing tick, starting with the absolute basics. Okay, at its heart, a bidet is incredibly simple. It's just a plumbing fixture, right? And it uses a very targeted stream of water for personal hygiene. Now, the best way to think about it isn't like a shower, which is all broad and covers a huge area. Instead, I want you to picture a very precise, very adjustable little water fountain that's designed for one and only one specific job. So, where's the magic? Well, spoiler alert, there isn't really any. The whole system, from the most basic model to the most advanced, really just boils down to these three core parts. First, you've got the water source, and that's just the plumbing that's already in your house. Second is the control system. This is kind of the brain of the operation, the buttons or the levers you actually use. And finally, the delivery device, which is that all-important nozzle that does the actual work. Okay, so with those three components in mind, let's actually follow the journey of the water. We're going to trace the flow all the way from the pipe in your wall to, well, its final destination, to see how these parts all work together. The way this thing connects is actually brilliantly simple. A bidet just taps into the exact same cold water line that already fills up your toilet's tank. It uses this tiny little piece of hardware called a T-valve, which basically just acts like a splitter. It sends some water over to the bidet without messing with your toilet's normal function at all. It's actually why they're surprisingly easy to install. But, of course, not all bidets are created equal. A basic bidet attachment, that's only going to use that cold water line we just talked about. But the more advanced, high-end electric bidet seats, well, they can give you a nice warm water wash. And they do that by also tapping into the hot water line that's usually right there under your sink. Then they just blend the hot and cold to get you that perfect temperature. Okay, this is a big one. This is a really common misconception. A lot of people think there must be some powerful electric pump inside a bidet to create that stream of water. But nope. That's not the case. The system is just harnessing your home's existing water pressure. See, inside the bidet unit, there's an internal valve. When you press that button or turn the lever, the valve opens and it just releases the pressurized water that's already there. So the key takeaway is the bidet isn't creating pressure, it's just expertly controlling it. And now we get to what is probably the most critical part of the entire system. All of that plumbing, all those valves, they all lead to this one component, the nozzle. This is truly the genius of the delivery system. It's where all that engineering comes together to make sure you have a clean and, importantly, a hygienic experience. Now, you're probably thinking about hygiene, right? Well, that is a huge part of the nozzle's design. It doesn't just sit out in the open. It actually retracts into this protected, sanitary little housing when it's not being used, and only comes out when you start a wash cycle. And what's really crucial is that most models have a self-cleaning function that rinses the nozzle with water both before and after every single use. On top of all that, you get total control over the pressure, anything from a super gentle mist to a more, let's say, confident stream, and the really advanced ones can even offer oscillating or pulsating spray patterns. So while the core technology is basically the same across the board, the way it's all applied, well, it spans a pretty wide spectrum of products. Let's take a look at how this simple principle of controlled water delivery evolves from a very basic attachment into something that, honestly, feels like it belongs on a spaceship. And the spectrum is pretty wide. On one end, you've got your simple attachments with just a manual lever and cold water. That's it. In the middle, you have what's probably the most popular category, the electric bidet seat. This is where you get all the bells and whistles, remote controls, heated water, a heated seat, even a warm air dryer. Then, on the far end, you have the all-in-one bidet toilets, where everything is just seamlessly built in, with crazy features like instant water heaters, automatic deodorizers, and even a little nightlight. So, okay, we've seen how it all works, from the simple little T-valve all the way up to the spaceship toilet. But so what? Why does any of this engineering actually matter? What are the real-world, tangible benefits of using this technology? Let's connect all these mechanics back to the actual user experience. Well, the advantages are pretty clear when you lay them out. First and foremost, it's just cleaner. I mean, water is fundamentally better at cleaning than dry paper is. It's also way gentler, which is a massive benefit for anyone with sensitive skin or certain medical conditions. Then there's the environmental angle. It drastically cuts down on how much toilet paper you use. And that, in turn, makes it cost-effective, saving you real money over time. And finally, and this is a big one, it's a huge boost for accessibility, making personal hygiene so much easier for people who have mobility challenges. Let's just put it head-to-head for a second, the hygiene showdown. Toilet paper, if we're being honest, can often smear things around instead of truly cleaning, and the paper itself can be pretty abrasive. The bidet, on the other hand, uses water to wash everything away completely, and it's naturally gentle on your skin. I mean, think about it this way. If you got mud on your hand, you wouldn't just wipe it off with a dry paper towel, would you? No, you'd wash it with water. The logic here is exactly the same. So, as we've seen, there's no real magic here. From the simplest little attachment to the most feature-packed toilet seat with its own remote control, the core idea is exactly the same. Using a precise stream of water to get a better, cleaner, and more comfortable experience. It's really just smart, practical engineering applied to an everyday task we all have to do. And all of that leaves us with just one final thought to chew on. We've relied on one method for a really long time, but after breaking down the simple and effective engineering of the alternative, it's probably worth asking ourselves a fundamental question. When it comes to something as important as personal hygiene, is paper really the best tool for the job?